Hey guys, happy Sunday. You guys, it is like, I don't know what time it is here, something o'clock, maybe 9 or something here in Texas. Um, y'all, I took a nap as soon as I got home today. It was airport, go get some food, home, shower. I was knocked out, y'all. I was super knocked out. I just got up not too long ago and went to the store and got some fruits and some um what else? Salads and stuff. I don't know about you guys, but when I go out of town or something, when I come back, I feel like I need to detox. Is that just me? I don't know. But I went to get some fruits because I wanted to eat like a big bowl of fruits. And not even that I ate bad foods when I was out of town. I eat pretty healthy. But I still, every time I go out of town, like when I come back, I feel like I need to detox. So y'all, I just ate a big old bowl of like random fruits mixed together. Watermelon, berries, golden berries, blackberries, strawberries. Like I had a bunch of fruit, guys. And I just made some electrolyte water with oranges inside. Maybe that's my own little like self-care thing. I don't know. Let me know if y'all do that, because when I go out of town, I feel like I need a detox. But yeah, y'all, I just got up not too long ago because your girl needed a nap. That trip was amazing. That vacation with Jesus was everything I needed. Yeah, when I got home, I was able to spend some time with my sister in Christ, Angie, and yeah, I came home and napped, guys. So thank you for all your prayers and safe travel prayers and just covering me and just being an amazing group of people. I appreciate you guys. But I'm just on here to give this dream, guys, that I had this morning. Okay, the Lord does not waste any time with me in my dream life, okay, my dream calling, because I knew when I got home I was gonna go to sleep, guys, because I did not get hardly any sleep last night. So I feel like I've been up from 11 p.m. yesterday all the way up until like I got home and was able to sleep, because even when I did fall asleep for a couple of hours before my flight left Arizona, God gave me dreams. But one of them was super powerful. Well, all of them were powerful, but this one I'm going to release to you guys. I've never had a dream like this before. And God is basically putting his stamp on things, and he's saying like, he is shutting the plans of man down, okay? For his children, his righteous ones, we don't have nothing to be afraid of, because what we're about to experience is God refreshing like his glory, like his purity spilled all over us. So we're walking into something huge. Those of you that this is for, because this is not for everybody, because we're all in different seasons. If it's for you, you'll know it's for you. If you're not sure, take it to God. If you're sure, take it to God and let him elaborate more on what it means for you. But for his righteous children, those of you that this is for, that's walking with him, that's partnered with him, you know that you're in that season of open doors, of abundance, of harvest that we've been talking about so much. The Lord has not only had me releasing words like this, but his other true prophetic voices. Like our words have been confirmation to one another. Like I've seen a few sisters in Christ that I listen to that are prophetic voices, and our words are matching up and aligning with one another. And it's because God is speaking the same through all of his people at this time. And he will always confirm a word to his prophetic voices, to his children in general, right? But I've been seeing some prophetic voices that I listen to that I know are authentic, and our words have been matching in a sense. And I'm like, okay, God is speaking very loud and clear. But this dream, I've never had a dream like this before. And it is very powerful. I just finished studying it, so I'm going to give you guys what I have on it, and I wouldn't be surprised if God decides to give more dreams and just elaborate further on what he's saying, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So let me get into this dream. Before I give you guys the dream, I'm going to share something because this is very significant. When I first got to Arizona on Thursday, my driver was just having conversation with me, right? He had been in Arizona for over 30 years. He's from Mexico. And he was telling me, like, Arizona is such a great place to live. He's like, Phoenix is so nice. It never rains here. It never snows here. Like, we don't get hurricanes and stuff. He's like, it's very rare for the weather to change from being sunny. Like, it's always sunny there no matter what season it is. And he's like, that's why he loves it. He's like, the seasons don't change. They don't get tornadoes. They don't get hurricanes. And he's giving me this rundown, right? And I didn't know any of this about Phoenix because I've never done my research on Phoenix, Arizona. It's never a place that I wanted to live or anything. I've always wanted to visit, I guess, but I've never done research on Arizona. So I'm listening to him tell me, ooh, I'm getting like shocks through my back. I'm listening to him tell me about, you know, how the weather is in Arizona. This is my very first day when I got there, right? So I'm telling you guys that for purpose. Okay, so in this dream, hold on, guys. So in this dream that I had in the wee hours of this morning, and again, most of you, if you've been following me for a while or even within the past couple of days, you know that I was on a vacation with Jesus in another state, okay? I was in Arizona. I'm back home in Houston now. But my flight left early this morning, right? So in the wee hours of this morning, the Lord gives me a dream. In the dream, I'm still in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm at the airport waiting for my plane to get there so that I can fly back to Houston, right? So I'm at my gate and it's dark outside. It looks like it's really early in the morning. And in real life, my flight was at 5 in the morning. So it was dark outside. So in this dream, it was dark outside and I'm sitting in the airport by my gate, just waiting for my plane to get there so I can leave. I look outside and other people look outside too. And Phoenix, Arizona is covered in snow, guys. It's covered in snow. And everyone starts to panic. Like, everyone's trying to figure out how they're going to get out of the airport, how they're going to get home, because it's a snowstorm, right? It's like the whole outside was covered in snow, guys. In the dream, we didn't see snow fall. We didn't see anything. We just looked outside and everything was covered in snow. Like, the snow was just there. So people go into a panic and they're calling. They're on the phone with people trying to figure out how they're going to get out of the airport. This man next to me in particular, I can remember, and I know the Lord highlighted him to me because he grabbed his cell phone and you could tell he was a wealthy man because he's on the phone and he's booking his private jet to come get him from the airport. And he's like, there's a snowstorm here. He's like, I need my private jet so I can fly out of here, blah, blah, blah. So I knew he was very well off because how many people are just on the phone booking their private jet like to come get them, right? Millionaires, billionaires. So I knew he was very well off, but everyone else is just in a panic. So I'm sitting there and guys, I'm watching everybody in the airport and I'm thinking like, I should be panicking too. Like, maybe I should ask this guy if I could get on his jet with him, or, you know, maybe I should be calling people and to see if, you know, someone could come get me. I'm like, I should be doing something. These are thoughts going through my head in the dream. But the whole time, guys, I'm sitting in my chair at the airport and I'm just like spaced out. I'm in La La Land. I have a peace over me that surpasses all understanding, okay? I am thinking these thoughts of what I should be doing, but I'm not doing any of it. I'm just looking at everybody else panic and try to make their way out of there. But I had God's peace, and I know it was God's peace over me because I could not move to touch my phone or nothing. I was just sitting there in a calm state, right? And that was the end of the dream, okay? So when I woke up and I'm asking God, what was this dream about, right? What was this dream about? And he led me to Job chapter 38. And in chapter 38, the Lord is revealing his omnipotence to Job, right? As in his power, his majesty to Job. Because Job was in this state of mind where he's like, you know, I don't understand why I'm going through this. Like, what's going on? Like, he's trying to figure things out for himself. So God had to humble Job in a sense to let him know, like, I'm God. You'll never understand my ways. My ways are not your ways. My thoughts are not your thoughts. Like, I'm omnipotent. Like, I'm most powerful. What I do, nobody can comprehend. So, and I'm paraphrasing, but I'm going to read the scriptures to you guys. But the Lord had to humble Job because Job was up here trying to put puzzle pieces together to figure out his own situation. And the Lord had to let him know, like, I'm omnipresent. Like, I'm all powerful. You'll never understand me, right? So I'm going to, what do you want me to do first, Lord? Before I read these scriptures, I'm going to explain to you guys what the dream meant, okay? So basically, overall, and I repeated this, I said this in the beginning of the video, the Lord is saying that he's about to bring snow in unexpected places, and listen with your spiritual ear, because I don't mean physical snow. For some areas, hey, it could be a physical snow, but use your spiritual ears, okay, and your spiritual eyes so that you can see and hear what the Lord is speaking in this hour. It does not snow in Phoenix, Arizona, okay? The last time it snowed in Phoenix, Arizona, it snowed one time in 1933 and one time in 1937, and it was only like an inch of snow, okay? Phoenix, Arizona only gets 8 inches of rain a year. I just saw something like a white feather fly through the camera. Did you guys see that? I don't know. But Phoenix, Arizona is always sunny. It does not snow in Phoenix, Arizona, right? Barely rains in Phoenix, Arizona, okay? The Lord is saying these places that are used to seeing sunshine, and y'all better follow me, these places that are used to seeing sunshine all the time, God is about to bring his snow down, okay? And when God brings his snow, he shuts down the plan of man, okay? The plans of man are shut down. You guys see on the news when there is a when there is a snowstorm, and it's a heavy snowstorm, the airport's closed, the roads are closed, the highways are closed, everything is closed. I don't know why I'm smiling with this word, because this ain't for me. I mean, it's for me in a good way. That's why I'm smiling. But he's saying he's about to bring down his snow in unexpected places. The places who thinks that, you know, it doesn't snow here. Like, it's always sunny. It's always hot weather. It's always sunshine. The Lord is saying he's about to bring down his snow, okay? As in, he's getting ready to shut down the plans of man, okay? They're used to seeing bright, sunny days, but God is bringing his snow and he's shutting things down. The airport, guys, and I'm looking down because I have my Bible in my notes, and I want to give you guys everything that he gave me. The airport symbolized a transfer of ministry, going into new heights, new levels, new elevations spiritually and physically, going home to a place of permanence, to a permanent residence, okay? Many of you are in your airport season, okay? You're transitioning. When you get in a plane, you're elevating. A plane is a high-powered ministry, okay? The Lord is saying that he's raising so many, and I've released so many words on this, so if you haven't caught those words, go back and watch them, because the Lord has been speaking on this very thing for quite some time, and I've released words as he's given it to me. But that airport symbolized transference of ministry, being elevated, being lifted higher, a high-powered ministry, okay? In the dream, which was my natural life too, because I flew home this morning, I was flying home to my permanent residence. I was leaving Phoenix, Arizona, which I was there temporary, and I was going home. The Lord is transferring many of you to a permanent residence, okay? There's many moves in this hour. You guys are being elevated. You're being lifted. You're being called to be overseers. There is an elevation happening at this time, okay? That's what the airport symbolized, right? I was waiting for my plane to get there. I was at my gate, okay? When we looked outside, everything was covered in snow. We didn't see snow fall. We didn't see it start. All we did was look out the door, and it was still dark because it was early in the morning, and everything was covered in snow, okay? The snow represented God's treasures, his blessings from the storehouse, the thing that he uses or he saves for his set time. Let me read it how he gave it to me, guys. Snow/hail represents something that is laid up like treasures that God keeps on reserve and uses it when he feels it is required. He brings it forth when it's time to execute his divine purpose. The snow is God's creation and it's under his control. When he calls it down, it shuts down all the plans of man. The snow displays God's power, his purity, and his righteousness. Okay, that is how he gave it to me. So follow me, guys. In the dream, we're at the airport. Everybody goes into a panic, right? They're looking for ways to get out. And I left out a part, but I'll come back to it. They're looking for ways to get out, and this rich man is like, send my jet to come pick me up. I can't be stuck here. Like, send my jet to come get me. Again, this shows how what God is about to do is going to send man that aren't connected to him into a panic. They're going to try to use their own worldly power to get out of the situation. But when God rains down his snow in places, and it's when he decides it's needed, and you guys just heard what I read, so follow me. When he sends down his provision, like his snow, okay, he shuts man's plans down. But the snow is righteousness and purity. It's his refreshment for his children. So it's different for us, okay? He's not bringing his snow down to shut down our plans. We are partnered with him. So he has ordered our steps already. So everywhere that we're walking, it's him guiding us. So for his children that have partnered with him, that are in a season of abundance, he is speaking elevation, going to higher heights, transference of ministries, being put into a permanent place. No longer will you keep moving from state to state, place to place. God is sending you to home. He's putting you in a place of permanence, okay? And that is what he's speaking for his children in this hour. But for those that aren't connected with him, they're going to be like these people in the airport trying to call their assistants to send their jets to get them, and I need to get out of here. But you cannot escape what God has set in place, okay? He's God. He's omnipresent. He's omnipotent. Nobody can escape his power. He is God, okay? And I'm laughing because it's a good thing for us that are in this season, that are partnered with God. We're not afraid. In this dream, guys, I'm thinking in my head, like, I should be panicking with them. I should ask this guy if I could ride his jet. I need to get out of here. My arms would not move. I had a calm presence over me. And that was God saying for his children, what we're about to see, it's peace for us. It's going to bring peace to our souls, to our spirits. We're not going to be in a panic because we don't have to. We've been partnering with God. So what they're about to go through, it's not scaring us. We've let God order our steps. We've partnered with him in everything. In this dream, guys, I was so at peace. I'm looking around at everybody, and they're on phones. They're running back and forth. They're trying to get out. This man and his rich self calling in his jets. Your jets can't help you escape what God has coming, okay? His snow is about to shut man's plans down. They can call Barack Obama. They can call Oprah. They can call every private jet in the nation. They cannot shut God's plans down. He is God. He's omnipresent, guys. He's omnipotent. He is God. Follow me, guys. And one part I left out in the dream, I was like, well, if I do need help, or I need somebody to come get me, I can call Shauna and Kurt. Shauna and Kurt, guys, they're the owners of the bed and breakfast that I just left in Arizona. They love God with all of their heart. He ordered their steps to even open this bed and breakfast. And in the dream, I'm thinking like, well, I can just call them if I do need somebody to come get me. That was God's way of saying his children are going to be divinely connected to people who can help them in whatever they need, okay? I was calm, and I said, I can just call Shauna and Kurt if I need someone to pick me up from the airport. That is what I said in the dream. And that was, again, just God showing that his children will always be divinely connected to help when it is needed, okay? His children will always have divine assistance, divine help, divine connections, because that's the God we serve. He will never let us go without when we choose to partner with him, okay? But he's saying in this hour, many of you guys are being elevated. There's a transference of ministries, like you are rising higher. Your ministries are going to be so high and powerful, it's going to shock you, okay? Hence, again, the airport, me waiting for my plane. God is transferring so much in this hour in his kingdom, and many of you are really being elevated, okay? But the people on the other side, he's shutting their plans down with this snow, because snow is about to fall in unexpected places. These people who've always had sunshine and cupcakes, and they wake up to the sun and it's light and it's bright, and their translation, they have the wealth, the money, the private jets, the good jobs. They're over here committing adultery. They're doing the most. Whatever they're doing in this hour, everything looks bright. And God is saying he's sending his snow in these places. They're not going to expect it because they haven't had snow in these places. They haven't had a hard freeze, okay? They've been freely doing whatever they wanted to do, but God is saying he's sending his snow, and his snow is going to hit the most unexpected places. Again, Arizona, guys, it has not snowed there since 1937. We are in 2022, but God is saying what he's about to send, people aren't going to expect it because they've never seen it before, okay? He's bringing snow in barren, dry desert places, okay? And it's to shut the plans of man down, but it's also, the snow symbolized his purity and his righteousness and his refreshing for his children in this hour, guys, okay? And he wanted me to read from Job chapter 38, verses 22 through 30. And again, Job was complaining about, his situation. He didn't understand his situation. He's a faithful servant of God, but yet he lost everything. And he's trying to put the puzzle pieces together. But God had to reveal his omnipotence to Job in this whole entire chapter. We're not going to read the whole chapter, but the Lord had to humble him to let him know, like, you'll never understand my ways because I'm God, okay? Nobody will understand my ways, and he doesn't have to explain anything to us, but best believe he has. Let me just read this to you guys. Chapter 38, Job chapter 38, verses 22 through 30. And if this video cuts off, guys, there'll be a part 2, or I'll probably just send it how it is because I forgot to put this phone on airplane mode and I'm just using my regular phone recorder. But it says, have you entered the treasury of snow? Some versions say, have you entered the storehouse of snow? Okay. And guys, treasury is a place or building where treasures are stored. Okay. Treasury is a place or building where treasures are stored. Okay, Hebrew translates the word treasure to storehouses, okay? And we know God's storehouse is his place of provision for his children, okay? So again, have you entered the treasury of snow, or have you seen the treasury of hail? Hail is like hard rock snow. It's ice, right? It's balls of ice. Which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war. By what way is light diffused, or the east wind scattered over the earth? Who has divided a channel for the overflowing water, or a path for the thunderbolt, to cause it to rain on land where there is no one, a wilderness in which there is no man, to satisfy the desolate waste, and to cause to spring forth the growth of tender grass? Has the rain a father? Or who has begotten the drops of dew? From whose womb comes the ice? And the frost of heaven, who gives it birth? The waters harden like stone, and the surface of deep frozen. Translation, the Lord is saying he controls the snow, he controls the rain, he controls the hail, and he stores up these things for his set divine time, when it's time to go to war and to battle. And when it's that time, he lets his snow and his hail down, and it serves his purpose, okay? So for us, the snow symbolizes treasures, storehouse, provision. But for others, it's to shut man's plans down, okay? He's saying, who brings these things in the desolate, dry places? Who grows things in the barren, desolate places? He's like, me, I'm God. I do it all. I control the weather. I control the earth. I made the earth, okay? And he's explaining this to Job as to say, I'm God. You will never understand my ways, but just know that I store things up in heaven. And when it's time for it to come down, I release it. I release it. He's saying, I'm God, okay? And in this hour, again, he's saying there's about to be snow, a hard freeze for these people who have been experiencing sunshine, okay? They haven't been partnering with God. He sent warnings, okay? Warning comes before destruction. He sent warnings. He's told them to partner with him. He's told them to stop committing adultery. He's told them to stop committing murder. He's told them to stop oppressing his people. He's spoken to these people about these things. They didn't listen. So he's about to bring snow in places where they are only used to sunshine, and he's shutting man's plans down. I can't stress that enough, guys. Okay. And if you look back in chapter 38, verse 22, where it says, have you entered the treasury of snow, or have you seen the treasury of hell, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war? In Exodus 9, starting at verse 18, in Joshua 10, verse 11, in Isaiah chapter 30, verse 30, in Revelations chapter 16, verse 21, the Lord uses his snow and his hail for war, for a time of war, to do what he had planned to do, okay? Which is why he's asking Job, like, have you entered the treasury of snow? Like, have you seen the heavens where I release the snow? And I'm pretty sure Job's answer was like, no. He's like, or have you seen the treasury of hell? Again, have you seen the storehouse of hell? He's saying, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war. And all throughout the verses that I gave you guys, it talks about God's snow for battle and war, his snow and his hail. But what he wanted me to read for you guys is Exodus. We're going to start at chapter 18 so that you guys could understand what the Lord is saying, okay? He brings his snow and his hail down when it's his divine time, when it's time for him to get his mission accomplished. And the Lord is saying that time is now, okay? Many of you will see this and experience it. Even the ones that aren't in a harvest season or whatever season, they're going to see it too, okay? God is shutting man's plans down. There has been a shift, guys. And there's a reason why God gave me this dream as I'm flying back from Arizona, a dry, sunny place, back to Houston, okay? That shift started now. It starts now. We are in the shift, those of you that this is for, okay? But I'm going to read from Exodus chapter 9, starting at verse 18. And this is the seventh plague, which was hail, snow, ice, that God sent to the Egyptians and to Pharaoh to let his people go. He had been sending all of these different plagues on the Egyptians and Pharaoh because they would not let his people go. And he's like, I'm God, like, you don't play with me, okay? And I'm paraphrasing, but I'm going to read this to you guys. Behold, tomorrow, about this time, I will cause very heavy hail to rain down, such as has not been seen in Egypt since its founding until now. Therefore, send now and gather your livestock and all you have in the field, for the hail shall come down on every man and every animal which is found in the field and is not brought home, and they shall die. He who feared the word of God among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his livestock flee to the houses. But he who did not regard the word of the Lord left his servants and his livestock in the field. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand towards the heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, on man, on beast, and on every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched out his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and fire darted to the ground. And the Lord rained hail on all the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with hail, so very heavy that there was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And the hail struck throughout the whole land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail struck every herb of the field and broke every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, there was no hail. Translation. Those of us that have been rolling with God, like the Israelites, where there was no hell and they were fine, we're going to be fine. We're not getting ready to experience what they are about to experience, okay? But those that chose to disobey the word of the Lord and stay out in the field, okay, as in the world, they are about to die and feel this snow, feel this hell, okay? Because God is not playing. And this may offend some people who aren't connected to God. That's not my business. I have to deliver the word to you guys like he gave it to me. And he's backed up everything in this dream with scripture, okay? God's snow is coming down and it is about to stop the plans of man, okay? Just like when snowstorms, we see them on TV in the news, everything closes down because nothing can't take off when it snows heavy, okay? Y'all get it. Just watch, okay? But many in this hour, again, there's a transference of ministries. There's elevation. There's going higher. I was at an airport. I was flying home. God is creating permanent residence for his children, and they're being elevated. Many of you are being called to overseer. So that time is now. This is not, oh, this is getting ready to happen. No, there's a reason why the Lord gave me this dream as I'm transitioning back home to Houston from Phoenix, from this dry, sunny place that does not snow, okay? My plane left the airport this morning. He gave me this dream this morning, okay? This is a now word, okay? This is a Rhema word, okay? This is not a far off word. This is happening now, and many of you, you have felt the shift. Who it's for, you felt it already, okay? And there's one more verse I'm going to read to you guys, and that's Proverbs chapter 26, verse 1. It says, as snow in summer and rain in harvest, so honor is not fitting for a fool. I'm going to read this one more time. As snow in summer and rain in harvest, so honor is not fitting for a fool. What the Lord is saying is that any weather out of season can bring ruin, just like honoring a fool can bring ruin, okay? We don't honor fools, okay? That is what this means. It doesn't make sense for it to snow in the summer. It's supposed to be hot. If it did snow in the summer, that would be going against the grain, going against nature. That does not happen. Summer is for the heat, okay? But if it snowed in summer and rained in harvest time, when it rains in a season that it's not supposed to rain on, it could ruin crops, okay? That is the same as honoring a fool, okay? It don't make sense and it's not beneficial and it ruins things, okay? So that's all I have for this word, guys. For who it's for, catch this word. That was a powerful word. And if you can't feel it in your spirit as, you know, as something powerful, as shifting, then that's how you know this word is not for you. But who it's for, you guys will catch this word and you will understand it. But God is saying his snow has started and it's going to the desolate, dry places, the places that have not experienced snow, okay? Where snow, they're not used to it. They're used to sunshine, but hell is about to freeze over, okay? They're about to see God's hell and his snow that he saved, just like he told Job. The treasures of snow, okay? The treasures of hell, the storehouses of snow that he has saved for his divine timing, for its purpose, okay? Be prepared to see the shift, guys, because there was a shift. I knew when I flew home that there was a shift because of how God gave me this dream on a day where I was actually flying home. Like, there's been a shift. So that's all I have for this word, y'all. Yeah, I think I hit everything. But yeah, there's about to be some snow in some unusual places, okay? But take it to God. Let him elaborate to you further. Please don't ask me, like, what does this mean for me, Nina? If it's for you, you caught this word and you understand what it means to you because God has already explained to you what he's doing at this time. If you're not sure, perfect time to have a relationship with God, to get to know him. He speaks to us differently. Just let him speak to you. Let him guide you in this hour. But I love y'all. Those of you that have sent me payment for consults and stuff, I'll be reaching out to you guys tomorrow. So look out for those emails. And yeah, coaching is open, guys. I am back home. I'm happy to be back home. I enjoyed my vacation, but yeah, as y'all can see, vacation does not mean that I stopped doing the work of God, because I still have to release as he gives to me. And I even had dreams when I took a short nap today. It just goes. It just keeps coming. But I love y'all. Have a good night. Bye.